Welcome to another video behind the wheel, and today I'm going to take you along the full length of a bypass on the Atherleigh way, that is, and I'm going to show you part of the old rail line, of course the loop line that used to go through Leigh, and of course the Kenyon line that went, you know what I mean, and what's now the Atherleigh way bypass. We're going to show you that and how far we can. Now I was going to show you part of the Kenyon Junction, but unfortunately there's nowhere to park around here too. Plus there's a lot of traffic jams at the moment, so we're going to be sitting in traffic for a while. Anyway, I'll tell you a bit about it, of course. Now the line that's next to us here is the Kenyon, right near the Kenyon Junction, where of course the loop, where of course the line would link up to Leigh. We'll go through Leigh. Of course, there's also part of the loop line as well that ran through the town centre, and plus, Anyway. So I'm got an itchy nose, that's why I keep doing this. Yeah. Now of course, also the traffic also tails back to here. It's always terrible. Yeah, there's also the joining vehicles as well that's coming onto this road. Well, it doesn't, this goes out enough. I'm going the other way. Can't say I blame him. Yeah. Anyway, so let's get going, shall we? Anyway. Alright, so we just come out of Kenyon Lane now. Now, unfortunately, I'm in a box junction. It does mean that I can't go blocking traffic. So, yeah. Is anyone through? Oh, he wasn't. Why the caterpillars yet to squeeze through because construction equipment and that kind of thing. There was a tractor just going through. I've never a tractor with big caterpillars. Quite unusual, really, because everybody's trying to squeeze through. That's a travel lodge, because I believe that used to be a pub at one time. And over on that, onto the right-hand side of the road used to be a big church. Those who remember it. It's, of course, Miller and Carter Steakhouse over here. Because that used to be Toby Carvery. I remember going there a lot with, workmates and friends and family. Yeah. There we go. We're going to go down these lights now. Oh dear, these lights are like so many cars through, don't they? It's just, I like what they've done here, because you're going on these lights and they've made an arrow for specifically going on these lights. At one time it was both lanes going right at one point, which was a bit confusing, but now they've made it into one, so you have the option of going left or straight ahead. Yeah, I remember when I was taking my driving lesson, we used to have that configuration. It was a bit somewhat confusing, especially as someone who was just learning to drive and just getting used to the road and that. Yeah, of course. The garage that we're looking at the moment is called SL. There used to be a Texaco garage there for years, and the actual shop was on an angle. It had a car wash right behind it, which could only fit cars through, because it was probably the smallest car wash you'd ever seen, because the brush was so, the big long brush that goes across was so low that even a kid could touch it. Yeah, so definitely not for pouring vans through. Otherwise going to get stuck. Another garage that used to be just a couple of blocks down belonged to Total. And of course, where the houses are now used to be a Total garage. yeah, there were quite a few of them on these links, as I remember. I don't think they exist anymore. I think they were either bought by other petrol stations like Shell, Esso, and Texaco. Here we go. And here we go onto these links where the fun really begins. Just build. Yeah, there's some road construction here. Turn that up so everyone can hear what I'm saying. 60 miles an hour. It looks like they're doing some kind of development at some points. But all this greenery disappearing. So I mean, they're building new houses. We're going to end up with a concrete jungle at this point. Progress. Now, of course, the road we're coming up to now is, of course, the extension to the bypass was extended during the 1990s. About 1995 or 1994. It was around about that time, at least. And yeah, of course, as you know, the Atherleigh bypass uses part of the old railway line, which of course is, well, of course, where the junction we're coming up to now is where the railway line used to link up to the main line. Yeah. Now I would have shown you that, but unfortunately there was nowhere to park, which meant, well, so I couldn't really show you much really. I think it's really for. I think it's more of a bike ride session really for that. So yeah. So the railway. So as a matter of fact, the trains would have gone under the road. Yeah, would have gone under the road, going under the bridge, and yeah, what they've done is they've raised the road a bit so it would be level with these lengths. And that, of course, to the right, that's where the line would go up to Kenyon Junction. Yeah, it's a shame I couldn't really show you that because, again, as I said, you know, there wasn't much places to park up, you know, kind of thing. Because the traffic here is a bit, traffic around here is a bit mad. But then again, it is tea time traffic, so you can expect it to be like this. Very careful around here. Ambulance. Oh dear. Oh yeah, there's always an ambulance in my videos. If it's not ambulances, it's fire engines or police cars. You know, oh yeah. As Stephen Cheadley would say, it's all kicking off. Yeah, yeah. Just going over the brook now. What is it? Brook? Now, of course, the road. Now, of course, this is one of the main lines that used to pass through the Pennington Flash. There is old photographs of what it used to look like, and it was notorious for flooding too. Because if you look at early photographs, yeah, it did get quite flooded out quite badly. Now, where we're passing now, where the old railway line used to pass through. Right here, or it might have passed further back actually, but this is where the loop line was, round about here. It would take the loop line that would take you through Leigh and Tilsley and straight back into the main line, heading for Manchester. So there you are. Of course, here was the sports village, which was well, this guy get past me. Never mind, it is a two-laner, so yeah. Jack's Wood there. Of course, I remember all this being developed around about the late 2000s, 2007, 2008. So when, of course, the sports village was put up there, and the late Queen Elizabeth II came to open it in that year as well. Now, of course, that's I believe that's Lee East. That's right next to us. We're going over the bridge now. Now, the thing is, when they constructed this bypass to replace the railway, you'd think they would have built a new bridge to go over Twist Lane, but they never did. In fact, yeah, they knocked that down and created a crossroads, a 4-laner. Yeah, 4 lanes. Well, of course, this was remember, this was before the retail park existed, and yeah, because when they knocked when this was built, at the time when this bypass was built, the old Parsonage pit and Hayes' factory was still in existence then. Yeah, but a lot of people want to say that they could have kept the bridge, or at least build a new one, which I could agree. It would have been a great flyover because here it's just doing this. It's just causing most congestion. In recent years, when the retail park did arrive to replace the Passage colliery site, they did all this. Then they had to. Then of course they had to put a roundabout in there, which was considered too big, because it was a wonder how some people called it magic roundabout. It was called bloody magic how anyone got round it, and sometimes they call it kamikaze roundabout because you're literally taking life in your own hands, especially if you're a cyclist. And yeah, it was always a nightmare then. I mean, this new junction now, as you see it, is absolutely crazy. I once talked about another vlog before, and yeah, in fact, one of these days, another behind the wheel vlog will just show you how complicated this junction is as well, so you'll be able to see for yourself. But in fact, no, those people of Leigh or been through Leigh or seen this and think, God, who the hell bloody designed this? Yeah, and there's a thing too. I mean, you see the truck up ahead with FedEx. Yeah, that's the thing. Vehicles like that end up blocking half the junction because they're that big. Of course, they can't help it. Of course, the big vehicle. I mean, they've got to get deliveries sort of. But this junction is an absolute nightmare at the best of times. Yeah. So, yeah. So, a bit of an epic fail. So, yeah. Of course, here we are now as we continue on the road. Yeah. Zero mean that car's almost halfway blocking the traffic there, isn't it? I mean, like I say, it can't be helped. Anyway, here we go. We've now got to go past what was in fact Wesley Station. Funny enough, it was called Wesley and Bedford Station. Nobody knows why. The site was round about where KFC is now, and the crossing, that's whereabouts it was. Yeah. It's on the other side. Now, of course, on the other side used to be a college, which was also the Curzon Street School. I think it was a primary school, I believe. It became a college later in the 80s. And the site where we are now is Sainsbury's. Of course, that's Sainsbury's building next to us, or just past. It is in fact a fairly new one. It replaced the old one that was built in the late 90s, I believe. They decided to construct a bigger one. This is the site where the old Parsonage colliery was too. In fact, there is a plaque on a wall as you go down that side street that does tell you where the pit shaft was. I think I did a video of that some while ago. I might do another one just in case you haven't seen it. Oh, wonderful, the traffic. Of course, where we are now, of course, I always remember this was derelict land for years until they built some new shops on it, like Aldi, Home Bargain, and Food Warehouse and that. Yeah, this is where it gets a bit complicated. Now, of course, the site here used to be the site of Hayes' factory a long time ago. This was Hayes'. It was also known as Victoria Mill as well. And as you can see, Yeah, of course it's now the site of Aston. On the other side of the road was, of course, was Hilton Park, known as Leigh Rugby Club. Yeah, for those who remember Leigh Rugby. Yeah, I certainly. Of course, I have been in the ground a couple of times. Once when there was a concert, we could call it a bloody concert, it was more like Top of the Flops, really. Because, yeah, for those who remember that infamous concert in 1998 at Leigh Rugby Ground, my God, what a disaster that was. I mean, they brought in acts that weren't really crowd pullers, really. I mean, sure, they could have got a band like Oasis. It would have, because it would have been a sellout concert. But no, the committee at Leigh Rugby Club had to get in cabaret acts that were like has-beens, really. But this junction here used to be a level crossing, yeah, which it's also over the years has been notorious for bad accidents here. I mean, I've witnessed a few when I've been working on Asda cars, like pushing trolleys, and I've seen, or at least seen the aftermath of what's been going on. And usually it's always down to carelessness with the drivers, really. Now, of course, where the pedestrian crossing is, it used to be the Atherleigh station, which used to be right here, where we are now. That's where it used to be. In fact, if you want to take a look at old photographs, so there's a picture of it. Of course, we're going to we'll speed up a little bit now. I'll have to talk a bit louder because the wind coming through. We're going at a certain speed. This is a stretch of the railway. Now, of course, where we're coming to is Lovers Lane. Coming up. And this is where the tracks used to go off in, I believe it went into a couple of different directions. Yeah, but this was part of the Bolton line, Leigh to Bolton. Then again, there used to be a bridge here that would carry the trains over the road, over Lovers Lane, and they would go off in different directions. Now, of course, where we're going, we're going to carry on, not straight ahead. Straight ahead now. Yeah, while we go to the traffic lights. This will give you time to explain things now. Of course, just above those, through those streets, there was a bigger house. Shit. There was a bit of a housing development here, so yeah. Now, which we're built on part of the railway track, I believe, and it used to. It's I think one of the tracks used to go off in the other direction. My phone's just telling me my phone's overheating. It's not good. Mine is the heat though, really, from the sun. Here we have. We're going up the hill, so I don't know how long this is going to be. Yeah, it's alright for motorcyclists, isn't it? Oh, we could just get by it. Yeah, here we come up to Talbot Junction, near the Talbot pub, Talbot Junction, where this part of the railway, I believe, carried on. I might be wrong, I don't know, but if someone can tell me below, then please feel free to do so. Hang on, wait a minute, what are these cars coming through? Yep, all clear. Yeah. It's a very strange roundabout. This it's very wide roundabout. Some say they could have made it smaller. I don't know. We've got to be careful around here. There's a lot of potholes around here. Now this is the track. Another part of the. I believe it was probably another part of the track that went a bit further. We'd have to have a look at the old railway maps of this area to really clarify this. Was it a rail or was it just a dirt track? I don't know. Yeah. Well, it does look like part of it was a railway track that could carry on up, but unfortunately the road's blocked and it's inaccessible. unfortunately. Unless, of course, you're on a bike. Yeah, as you can see, the road is inaccessible and you can't go any further. So, right round. Well, of course, let's see, that is this. Well, that's it for this particular video. We can't go any further than that because there's barriers there. Well, of course, hope you did like this video. It's and hope you remember. Well, of course, I hope you do like this video. If you do, you know what to do. Tick the bell for more notifications for future vlogs. If you want to see more behind the wheel videos, just ask. Just say. We are doing we're doing a food review tonight too, as well. No, as well, called For the Food Adventure. I don't know what Maxie's got. It's a surprise. So, I'll find out what that is later. Right, so that's it. We'll see you next time on another video. Bye.